starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Nature is important to the North Woods, and many folks enjoy seeing deer or birds while they go about their day, but you may not be seeing as many monarch butterflies as you used to. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
5 or 10 years ago, didn't it seem like you saw more monarch butterflies? Whereas today, spotting the bright orange wings and black spots is more of a rare occasion. The Oneida County Land and Water Conservation Pollinator Coordinator Barbel Ehrig paints them to be an astounding creature.
The monarch butterflies are a fascinating species.
Except it seems as though humans don't treat them like so. Over the past 2 decades, the eastern monarch butterfly has declined by over 80%. So many things are dependent on butterflies and other pollinators, according to Ehrig.
Every ecosystem is dependent on pollinators in reference to keeping a healthy, food chain, essentially.
1/3 of agricultural crops are dependent on pollination. Although the population has been declining, there are simple acts we can do to help pollinators like flies, bees, birds, and butterflies. Ehrig suggests simply planting flowers native to the area, specifically milkweed.
Planting milkweed definitely is promoting habitat for the monarch butterfly.
Milkweed is the only food source for caterpillars and also where they lay eggs. After metamorphosis, the butterfly will need food. Ehrig recommends planting native flowers nearby since monarchs feed on nectar. If everyone does a little bit, monarch numbers could see a rebound. A good source of information is on the Oneida County Land and Water Conservation's website. Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Outside, Jeff, finally feels like summer again today.
Yeah, temperatures are back in the 70s out there right now. They love sunshine, but we have a couple issues on the way. But first, let's let your eyes rest here for a minute. 72 currently in Rhinelander, 70 for Antigo, 75 for Wausau. Very comfortable air in place out there for us right now. However, this is the fuel for storms. Dew points are rising. It's getting more and more humid. These will be near 70 by tomorrow morning. Dew point temperatures will be. That is fuel for storms, and they will likely get in here around sunrise tomorrow morning. And a couple of those could be strong to locally severe, even though at that hour of the day. Right now, there's some clouds across parts of central Wisconsin now. Sunshine everywhere else, but we're looking after the west of us. There's a cold front right there. That's going to push a line of storms through about daybreak tomorrow. They'll likely be loud with hail, gusty winds, and lots of rainfall with those tomorrow morning. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is just increasing clouds. We're all clear tonight with low temperatures down near a muggy 63. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. COVID-19's picture in Wisconsin continues to improve. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 102 new cases. We're averaging 77 per day over the last week. DHS also reports 2 new deaths today statewide. We're averaging about 1 per day over the last week. Meanwhile, in our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, the number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 has dropped slightly over the last few weeks. We're down to averaging about 10 people in our region in the hospital with COVID-19 at any point over the last 2 weeks. Meanwhile, just shy of 50% of all people in Wisconsin have now received at least 1 dose of COVID-19 vaccine. DHS reports about 45.5% have now completed their vaccination. Keep in mind, about 14% of the state is children who are not yet eligible for the vaccine. A COVID variant first identified in India is now poised to become the dominant strain in the U.S. Top U.S. health leaders say the vaccines are effective at stopping it, but they're still worried it could cause some resurgence of COVID-19 later this year. Mandy Gaither explains why.
It may already account for 1 in every 5 COVID-19 infections in the U.S.
The Delta variant is currently the greatest threat in the U.S. to our attempt to eliminate COVID-19.
New research suggests that variant is spreading more quickly through areas where fewer Americans are vaccinated, and top U.S. health officials believe it will be the predominant variant in the U.S. in the months, if not weeks, ahead.
This is the most transmissible of all the variants that we've seen, and we saw what happened in the UK where it overtook the entire nation. So I'm worried that's going to happen in the U.S.
A recent model finds a Delta-like variant that's assumed to be 60% more transmissible than the Alpha variant first identified in the UK, coupled with 75% of eligible Americans getting vaccinated, can result in COVID-19 bouncing back from summer lows to cause more than 3,000 deaths per week at various points during the fall and winter, coinciding with children returning to school and weather that pushes people back indoors. But officials say the COVID-19 vaccines do provide protection against the Delta variant. Because of that, Dr. Anthony Fauci says it's unlikely there will be a return in the surge of COVID-19 cases seen in 2020. But he says there could be localized surges as summer continues in places where vaccination rates are lower.
We have the tools, so let's use them and crush the outbreak.
It's Mandy Gaber reporting. With billions of federal dollars slated to help Wisconsin and the rest of America recover from the pandemic, this week local leaders gathered to discuss the best ways to maximize their return on investment. University of Wisconsin officials, private sector experts, and elected leaders all met virtually, trying to get a better understanding of the funding and what could be done to help communities across the state. Rhinelander Mayor Chris Frederickson represented the northern half of the state.
So something that's my idea might not take off as much as another idea in the community, and that's perfectly fine. Have that initial investment a little bit less.
Frederickson says leveraging what he calls the alphas and deltas, the strengths and weaknesses of a community, is key. Adding flexibility, keeping an open mind, all things that can go a long way to building solutions.
Growth has been limited in the Northwoods, and we'll call it the northeast sector of Wisconsin. Yet at the same time, we're looking at an excellent opportunity where we can recruit some of that talent back based on quality of life issues.
The final rules for how exactly the money can be spent and on what have not yet been released by the federal government. Think you've got the cutest pet in the Northwoods? You should show them off in the Cutest Pet Contest. Beginning June 30th, you can submit a 4x6 photo of your furry friend along with their name, age, breed, and a fun fact. You can then drop it off either in person or by email to the Rhinelander District Library by July 14th. Entries will be posted in the adult department for library viewing and judging. Voting will be open through July 21st with the winner announced on July 23rd. Though we may not think much about it, the names of streets can tell a story. And for the streets of Wausau, in many cases, that story goes back to the Civil War. We'll explain in just a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve Rhinelander, folks all across the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
Head to Auto Gear for the best in automotive accessory installation. Auto Gear installs the world's leading brands for all makes and models. Tinting, wheels and tires, custom seat covers, and so much more. Talk to an accessory specialist to see what Auto Gear can do for you.
Hey. Who I am. It's quite a story. So what have full of ambition and hope, love and loss.
How does it end?
You'll find out. Don't toy with us.
Well, there's a lot at stake in this country.
Making It premieres Thursday on NBC.
Are you worried about going away to college this fall? What if you could get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus to begin your bachelor's degree, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams and saving you money. With NTC's new liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including a guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison. North Central Technical College. We're ready when you are.
Did you know that approximately 45,000 women in the U.S. will die from breast or cervical cancer this year? The key to prevention and survival is early detection through regular screenings by mammogram and Pap test. Women aged 45 to 64 who are under or uninsured may be eligible for these tests through the Wisconsin Well Woman program. For more information, call 715-369-6119. A message from the Oneida County Health Department and the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Get your gear at Auto Gear, specializing in automotive accessories. Auto Gear carries the world's leading brands for all makes and models. Lift kits, spray bed liners, trailer hitches, and so much more. Visit the showroom in Rhinelander to see what Auto Gear can do for you.
Well, look what we did today. I forecasted a high near 77. We hit 77 in Rhinelander and Eagle River and Arvida as well. And the average high temperature is 77. Feeling lucky out there, are we? The record high is 95, record low 30, and the sunset at 8:51. We'll likely see that, although the clouds are increasing later on tonight as we have some rain on the way for us tomorrow morning. Okay, look at all the heat to the west of us now. It's 100 in Bismarck, 91 Sioux Falls. That's fuel for thunderstorms right along the ridge right through here across the Wisconsin area. They'll likely fire tonight across parts of Minnesota, ride down our way tomorrow morning. Then we'll get a second push of storms tomorrow afternoon. Those could be strong to locally severe. It's going to be kind of a messy day across the area tomorrow, but a warm one with high temperatures back in the upper 70s. With any sunshine tomorrow, we'll get high temperatures back in the humid low 80s, and then we cool off just a bit, but overall high temperatures are going to do what they're supposed to do this time of year for the next 5 to 7 days around here. But here are the problems. Right now, dew points are increasing. So if it's feeling more humid to you, it's because it is. With dew points now near 60, that's like kind of tropical Key West air out there. They will likely rise again tonight, up near 70 by tomorrow morning, and then that will likely be fuel for storms as they roll in here tomorrow morning. Not right now. So for tonight, no worries at all. Tomorrow morning, though, is going to be our issue time, and it's not often we have severe weather in the area, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, but it's looking more and more likely now that could happen tomorrow morning with weather coming our way later on tonight. Okay, but out there now, there's some cloud cover across central Wisconsin, clear skies across far northern Wisconsin now, but here's just the beginning of what's going to happen tonight. They'll likely fire right through here and then ride that ridge down our direction, and timing-wise would suggest they get in here about daybreak tomorrow morning, and they could still be strong to locally severe even at that hour. So we're watching this area late tonight. We're talking 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Northern Wisconsin could see some large hail, gusty winds, damaging winds at that, with some heavy downpours in there as well. So make sure your dog is okay tonight before you go to bed. And then the atmosphere is going to recharge overnight or tomorrow throughout the day. Any sunshine is not really good news for us tomorrow, with dew points in their 70s, sunshine throughout the day. That could give us another round of severe weather tomorrow afternoon in this area here. So 2 rounds tomorrow. One as you wake up tomorrow, then a long break through the day, followed by more weather about this time tomorrow in this area here. This is the one that really concerns me tomorrow, especially if we get some sunshine through the day. It'll be a very unstable atmosphere across our area until that front comes through. What's going to happen, though, once that front gets over us, it's going to stall out. That means we're going to keep the chance for rain showers in the forecast, just like a summer-like pattern for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, into Monday. Here we go. So out there tonight, increasing clouds, no storms until 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. Any of those could be strong to locally severe with muggy low temperatures down near 63. For tomorrow, a morning round of storms. Those could be strong to locally severe, followed by a long break, followed by more weather about this time tomorrow with high temperatures up near 80. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Most Furniture Mattress shows tomorrow that chance for rain, Friday as well. And then that summer-like pattern Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the chance for an afternoon shower or storm into the early portions of next week. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. Have you ever wondered how a street gets its name? In Wausau, many streets were named after Civil War generals during the development of the city, including Porter, Sherman, Scott, to name a few. Gary Gieselman, the Marathon County Historical Society, says the choice for those names is about the legacy of the people that they chose.
Well, I think that's just really an honor of the people themselves, because I think that they were really well thought of in the day.
He went on to say the decision to name Civil War generals was an easy one back then.
The community really got heavily involved with the Civil War at that time, and as the Civil War moved on, and we were starting to create the streets, I think the Civil War generals were an obvious choice.
To learn more about the history of Wausau's streets, we'll have more on that coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6. The U.S. Supreme Court made an interesting ruling today involving what students can say outside of school. We'll take a closer look at that ruling and what experts say it means for the future of free speech after the break.
This is Dave. He donates blood regularly. This is Mason. He was diagnosed with cancer at age 3 and received weekly transfusions. Mason is one of the many lives Dave has helped save. Jennifer started donating last week. Jeff just found out he'll need surgery next week. Neither Jeff nor Jennifer know it, but her blood will help Jeff get through his surgery. This is Lauren. She'll need a blood transfusion in 2 weeks. Will your donation save her life? Donate today. You'll save lives tomorrow.
Hit the green while taking in the beautiful backdrop of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Young's Golf and Recreation has a challenging course for all skill levels. With scenic views and a sprawling landscape, you'll feel like you're on your own personal course. Enjoy the 19th hole at the Fire Brick Bar and Grill for unique pub-style food and drinks. Keep the fun going over a weekend with a cabin and pontoon rental on Chicago and Lake. Experience Young's Golf and Recreation and get away today.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If this sounds all too familiar, Renewal by Andersen is your best start-to-finish window replacement solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows that help keep your home warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, and quieter all year long.
It was easily the best decision we've ever made in this house.
Don't make the mistake of buying poor quality vinyl windows. Renewal by Andersen uses exclusive Fibrex material that's stronger than vinyl, will not warp or bow, and never needs painting. They manufacture your windows in the USA and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty that covers both product and installation.
Call now to schedule your free, no-obligation design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited-time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't wait another minute. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Every living creature on Earth needs Mother Nature's water for survival. From the family pet, whether it's the dog, our fish in a fish tank, to the precious little munchkins running around, for 7 decades, Maher Water Corporation has been supplying and treating this water for the entire family with products made here in Wisconsin by Water Care. So call us today for the cleanest, safest water around.
Today, the Wisconsin State Senate is expected to approve a bill that would prohibit police in the state from enforcing any future federal laws that ban or restrict the use of guns. The proposal is part of the national wave of similar Republican-backed legislation, these so-called gun sanctuary bills. They're intended to resist any potential new gun control measures. The U.S. Constitution dictates state law cannot trump federal law. However, and many previous GOP plans like this have been ruled unconstitutional. So it may be symbolic, but the Senate is moving ahead anyway, scheduling a vote on this bill today. The Assembly has already approved a bill earlier this month. The Senate approval will then send the measure to Governor Evers, who most likely would veto it. Background checks prevented more than 300,000 illegal gun sales last year. That according to FBI data obtained through Freedom of Information Act requests by the gun control advocacy group Every Town for Gun Safety. The organization says the 300,000 figure, the largest number of illegal gun sale preventions on record. They say 42% of the prevented sales were to people with felony convictions. The group says in total, background checks prevented more than 4 million illegal gun sales since 1994. A bipartisan push to end a tax on Wisconsin businesses that they pay on property is gaining momentum. Republicans proposed eliminating that tax and included over $200 million in the state budget proposal to pay for it. A bill to eliminate the tax cleared 2 committees on bipartisan votes today. The full legislature is expected to vote on this next week, along with the state budget. Governor Evers remains silent whether he would sign or veto this proposal. Today, the Supreme Court issued a ruling that some experts say moved them into the internet age. The justices ruled that students have a First Amendment right in many instances to say and post things online off campus without worrying about punishment from school officials. Jay Gray has details.
In an 8-1 decision, the Supreme Court ruled the nation's 50 million or more public school students can't be punished for much of what they say or post online off campus. The case centering around Brandy Levy, who was a 9th grade junior varsity cheerleader at a Pennsylvania high school when she posted a profanity-laced message on Snapchat after learning she didn't make the varsity squad. After a coach was alerted to the post, Levy was suspended from the JV team for her entire sophomore year. She and her parents sued, a federal appeals court initially ruling since her message was posted off campus, it was outside the authority of school officials.
So the justices here just set out some general goalposts on which they could go ahead and agree, and then said, look, this student was just talking off campus about the cheerleading squad without threatening anyone on her own time, talking to her own social circle. That's not close enough to the interest of the school to permit her to be punished.
The ruling does not protect all off-campus expression. Disruptive, harmful, or bullying speech can still be punished by schools. But the justices did seem to broaden First Amendment protections, with students now spending extended time communicating through social media and text messages.
That's Jay Gray reporting. We got several pretty good calls this week on our Your 2 Cents line. We can't even get to all of them today, but we're going to start with a caller concerned about eagles.
To listen to your messages, press L.
I was watching yet another awesome display by Northwoods Wildlife Center as they were releasing an eagle that has healed from lead poisoning. And it makes me wonder, as much as we are sportsmen up here in the Northwoods, why we still allow the usage of lead sinkers, which we know is one of the causes of lead poisoning in bald eagles. So if bald eagles are these creatures that we revere, that's our national symbol, that we think are amazing, and we celebrate every time we have people like Northwoods Wildlife Center heal, then why don't we do something to prevent them from getting sick in the first place?
I just called to say that my daughter is training on a new job in a store. Devin came in as a customer and is the kind, nice person that he appears to be to me on the TV. He was in person, and it's nice to know that he is the man we see. He is a kind and caring person, and just really happy that he works for you all. I think you have a lot of nice staff. Some of your others, Jeff and Dan and Sierra and all of them, I think they're all nice people. But it's nice to know that in real life they are what they appear to be on screen. Bless them, bless you, and thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
At Save More Marketplace, our expansive produce section features a large organic selection of the freshest fruits and vegetables. Get ready to fire up your grill with the finest cuts of Black Angus beef, USDA Prime, Wagyu ribeye, over 15 varieties of brats made in-house, and so much more. Our Scratch Bakery has fresh breads and custom cakes and design specialties for any occasion. Our deli has a great selection of meats, cheeses, and quick and easy meals. And with Save More on the go, we bring the freshness to you.
Want to get out on the water this summer but don't have the spare cash for a boat? Tackle the outdoors at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg with great summertime giveaways in June. Like a brand new 2021 Crestliner boat and trailer package with $500 in Mad Money. Plus other outdoor fun packages. Earn a drawing entry and $10 rewards play for every 25 points in your card. Tackle the outdoors with gear, grills, a boat and trailer, and cash. Only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
The historic Rhinelander Cafe and Pub in downtown Rhinelander has been serving the Northwoods since 1911. With 32 craft beers on tap and supper club staples, Friday fish fry, and Saturday prime rib, the Rhinelander Cafe and Pub also features more modern dishes like truffle fries and flatbread pizza. The large dining room provides plenty of space for an intimate surf and turf dinner or a family gathering over pasta. Stop in and enjoy a landmark in downtown Rhinelander, the Rhinelander Cafe and Pub on Brown Street.
Menards is your lighting headquarters. Stop by our lighting showroom and find the perfect light for your home. We have a great selection of lights from top brands, including Good Earth Lighting. Check out this 46-inch LED motion sensing shop light. You can connect up to 5 fixtures to illuminate larger areas. Right now, save 11% on all Good Earth lighting fixtures. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you shop and donate to Goodwill, the good starts with you. Whether you shop Goodwill for the thrill of the treasure hunt, incredible values on one-of-a-kind items, do-it-yourself project inspiration, or brand names for less, you can feel good about the impact you make. Your support keeps items out of the landfill and fuels job training and opportunities for people with barriers to employment in your community. When you shop and donate at Goodwill, Goodwill starts with you.
Legos come in many different colors, and soon the Danish toy maker will be going green. You know what I mean? Lego says its research has found a suitable green alternative to oil-based plastic. They expect to begin selling toy building bricks made from recycled plastic sometime in the next 18 to 24 months. They use about 110 tons of plastic each year, and this will cut back quite a bit.
That's going to make a huge difference.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Good idea there. Okay, so for us, weather-wise, a couple of clouds across central Wisconsin now. The problem is, to our north and west, see those storms now across Minnesota? They are going to intensify and move down our way. Timing suggests they get here about 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning as you're sleeping. They could be strong when they get here. They'll be loud, thunder and lightning, probably some hail and high winds in there as well. So stay weather alert tonight. Then we get a break in the action throughout the day tomorrow, followed by more storms about this time tomorrow evening. So it's going to be a weathery day tomorrow with several rounds of weather coming through. But then the rain stays with us. We break into a summer-like pattern now, where just a slight chance Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but still a pop-up shower cannot be ruled out basically the next 5 days around here.
That'll be a lot to keep your eye on over the next week or so. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us on News Watch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you back here at 6 with more.